and not terribly windy. Now, where we are seeing active weather, Krissy Vann in Sudbury. Let's go there right now. Krissy, give us a little update, please.
Oh my goodness, Chris. The funniest thing about how I started the morning here in Sudbury is I looked out my window, I saw the snow. I turned on the Weather Network and saw all the snow icons, and we're playing the spooky Halloween music. And at that time was the blood-curdling horror scream, and I thought, yes, that is exactly how I feel about this. But for everyone that I've talked in Sudbury so far, a lot of people are excited to be seeing the white stuff. As for how it's feeling, -1, feeling like -7, but overall pretty comfortable. And I don't know, maybe this will be my first Halloween snowball fight today.
Right, good stuff, Krissy. Looking forward to it. And yeah, it's coming down. You can see that right along Highway 17. You found a brave soul to join you this morning.
You got to send me the link.
I do, but look at these mittens that Tom has going on. He is the one converting me to love the snow. What do you think of this weather in Sudbury this morning?
I love it. Love it. Good Canadian weather.
There we go. Now, last winter you said was a tough go. So what did you do to escape?
I actually took off to Kelowna for a couple months and enjoyed my flip-flops and sandals.
See, there you go. Tom does it right. So as much as he's trying to convert me to love the shovel and the snow, he escaped last year. So I don't know if I can take his advice.
I would. Well, run for the hills. Run for the hills. It's too much snow already here.
Well, there we go. Tom and I are going to build a snowman now, so we'll send it back inside.
All right, good stuff. Thank you very much, Krissy Vann in Sudbury, where we could see it's coming down. Could see 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. So without further ado, let's get you're working this morning, shoveling snow. My goodness, Krissy, holy jumping.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's -1, feeling like -7 out here in Sudbury, and that snow, well, it keeps accumulating. We're expecting in some areas 15 centimeters, and as I've been posting on Twitter for myself, I'm more of a summer kind of person, so this is made for a spooky Halloween. Literally, when the producer asked yesterday if I could come out, I had to ask, is this a trick? Is this a treat? I'm not too sure. But for everyone that I've spoken with in Sudbury so far, it is a little bit of a treat for them. Everyone's taking it in stride. I've actually started, if we can show here, a little bit of snowman construction, so I'm absolutely going to make the most of it out here. Keep it tuned here through the morning. We'll be chatting with some more folks about how they feel about busting out these on October 31st.
All right, certainly looks like it's accumulating on the grassy surfaces, out on the roads, looks pretty slushy. We'll check in with Krissy once again. Hey, let's go to Sudbury. Let's go to Sudbury where the snow is coming down. Krissy, quick question here. Is the snow sticking to the roads or just to the grass?
Oh, it is sticking everywhere, and Peter here knows all about it. Peter, what have you been up to all morning?
I was plowing, keeping the yards clean.
And what is your attitude about all this snow we're seeing on Halloween? Is it a trick or a treat for you?
It's a treat. Yeah, it's nice to get some hours in before the next month starts. So.
Absolutely. Well, Peter here went to Jamaica a couple weeks ago, so I don't know if it really counts. I think we're a little jealous of you, but do you hope for more of this in the coming weeks?
Yes, lots.
Well, we'll try and order some up for you. As for temperatures right now, -1, feeling like -7. Everyone in Sudbury smiling, enjoying, getting out in the snow. So Peter and I are going to get out and enjoy, and I'm going to continue working on that snowman.
Well, you know, Northern Ontario, tough as nails, hearts of gold. Absolutely. It's
Thanks so
some of my
much.
favorite
Enjoy your
locations. There you go. Krissy Vann and company. And we were talking about this, and look at the size of those flakes. So, Krissy Vann, this may be a stupid question, but I'm going to ask anyways. Is this your first snow of the season?
It is, and I would say a pretty impressive one. Certainly a lot more cars heading out on the road, so do be careful. It is quite slick, but we've been seeing a lot of the plows go by. I was working on snowman construction, didn't work out so well, but the one thing that I do want to mention, of course, it is Halloween, and I know Frozen, a very popular costume choice this year. If you're planning to dress up as Olaf the Snowman, I think you're going to get a little lost here in Sudbury. We've already had quite a few centimeters accumulating. Some areas through the Nickel Belt could be seeing upwards of 15 centimeters. As for temperature-wise, how it's feeling, well, you definitely have to bundle up. I would not be comfortable otherwise. -1, feeling like -7. Unfortunately, Gabe, my camera operator, doesn't realize here the snowball that I built, well, that's for him. Snowball fight!
Very nice. All right, thank you very much, Krissy. Yes, a lot of people are very excited about seeing the first snow of the year. Let's go to Krissy right now. Krissy, you've got a special guest. You found a party soul to join you this morning.
Oh, and I did. With all the snow coming down, Gary is a real trooper here. Gary, tell me how you feel about the snow this morning in Sudbury.
I don't like it. Never have. I'm born and raised here, and I still don't like it.
And I was saying to Gary, I mean, he's dressing up for his work Halloween for the first time in a while, and I said, this is a lot less scary than what's going on with the snow. So how are you feeling for the Halloween festivities, though, getting all dressed up?
Should be a good time. Good party, I think, tonight as well.
Excellent. So good parties, good times. We're not going to let the snow damper our spirits. Right now, -1, feeling like -8, and plenty of the white stuff on this spooky Halloween.
He's got the right idea, though. Nice. You got a cup of Timmy's there. Keep you nice and warm. And Krissy, let's see. It looks pretty. It looks beautiful and messy at the same time out there.
Absolutely. I really didn't think I would have walking in a winter wonderland stuck in my head on Halloween, but that is the case. Now, unfortunately, we packed here in such a flurry and a hurry that I did not pack a ruler, but I want to show you definitely. Look at my boot. Disappears. That's how many centimeters that we've seen so far. Enough for the bottom of my boot to disappear. And the one thing that I do want to mention, as much as we're having a lot of fun, I've thrown snowballs at my cameraman Gabe. I'm planning on making a snow angel later. You do need to be careful if you're traveling out on the roads. Luckily for folks in Sudbury, everyone's been taking their time this morning and plows have been out, but the side roads are going to be covered in exactly what you saw around my boot. So drive with caution, as let's face it, it's Halloween. This may be a little bit of a fright for some. You want to take your time.
All right, good stuff. Thank you very much, Krissy Vann in Sudbury, where the snow continues to fall. But why listen to me when we can go to Krissy Vann? I tell you, Krissy, you went up to Sudbury probably thinking, I'm just going to get there. They've put you to work.
Yes, absolutely. I figured I might as well do some due diligence here on the sidewalk, do my part, shovel some snow. This is going to be one for the books for me on Halloween. I love the Halloween holiday, but bringing this out as a costume prop, that is a first for me. I know that you've dressed up, Chris, as Scattered Flurries. Well, nature has decorated me in my costume of light snow, and that's been coming down for a couple of hours here. I wish I brought my ruler out, but certainly we have quite a few centimeters that have accumulated here in Sudbury. Be careful if you're traveling out on the roads. Luckily, everyone's been taking it slow, but there's a big hill actually behind me there, and I've seen a lot of people have to carefully apply the brakes because it is a dangerous situation. One of the first of these, but why not have a little bit of fun in it? I tried constructing a snowman earlier, had a snowball fight, and later I'm planning on making a snow angel.
There you go. Well, you are our snow angel, Krissy. There you go. So in Sudbury, and joining us now, Krissy Vann is in Sudbury, and Krissy, second here, I got an itch on my back here. Oh, that feels better. Okay, so Krissy, how is it out there? People enjoying it? How are the roads?
The roads are certainly messy, Chris. The one thing I want to mention, your costume is the talk of the town. I had a gentleman come up to me earlier saying all the local radio stations are talking about it, so well done. I'm joined by Steve, though. Happy Halloween, Steve. What do you think of this Halloween greeting?
This is absolutely crazy. I'm not used to seeing this. I'm from Toronto. You see snow in end of November, December, you know?
Absolutely, and I know you said your dad's in Ottawa, so what message do you have for him as you're braving the snow?
Clean or stay inside and stay warm.
There you go. Stay inside, stay warm. That's exactly what we'll be doing throughout the day here in Sudbury.
All right, that sounds like some good advice. You know, who's always full of good advice, of course, is Captain Obvious. So we're just having a little chat here. What's that? No. He says snow falls from the sky, not from the ground. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Okay, now get out of here. All right,
So bring us up to speed. Now that the sun is coming up, it looks like the snow is just easier to see.
Oh, I know. You know, normally my theme song for this day, Chris, is the Monster Mash or Thriller. I did not really anticipate to come out on Halloween and have Let It Snow in my head, walking in a winter wonderland. Now, I didn't bring a ruler, but check this out. I mean, my boot completely disappears here in Sudbury. We've been out here for quite a few hours now. The snow continues to fall, lots of centimeters, and it's actually getting colder. We've dropped a degree, so now it's -2, feeling like -8. But you know what, Chris? The spirit of everyone in Sudbury, most people embracing this weather, so I think I'm going to have to follow suit.
You are going to have to. Thanks a lot for that, Krissy. I can tell you that the temperature is going to continue to drop all morning so far. Krissy, snow continues to fall. Snow continues to accumulate.
Yeah.
Does it matter that 5 to 10 centimeters are forecast as far as the totals?
Well, you people have a good... It's not cold.
It is cold.
No, it's not. Well, I guess it is standing here. It would be cold.
All righty. Well, we're out here in Sudbury. I'm joined by Bill. Bill, what do you think? Is this a trick or a treat for you on Halloween?
Yes, it is. You very seldom see it like that.
I know. It's pretty unbelievable. The snow has been falling for several hours here. Bill, do you find it cold or do you think I'm a wuss?
No, it's not cold. It's only -1, -2.
Oh, there you go. So Bill says I'm a little bit of a wuss, so I have to embrace the Sudbury spirit, enjoy the colder weather out here and the snow. As for temperature-wise, exactly what he said. -2, feeling like -8, but that's not stopping Bill here from going out for a stroll.
No.
Enjoy.
Oh, you have
Thanks a lot, Bill. Thanks, Krissy. Thanks, Krissy, for that. The snow continues to fall, and the last I talked to you, the temperature continued to drop.
It does. Well, still have a smile on my face here. I think that has a lot to do with the people of Sudbury. But check this out. I didn't bring a ruler, but to put it in perspective, to start the morning, it was just a little bit of my boots covered. I dare say, sticking around here for a couple more hours, I think the whole boot is going to disappear. But the good news is, throughout Sudbury, everyone I've been chatting through this Halloween day, everyone's a little bit enthused about the snow. Doesn't seem to be getting anyone down, which is awesome because I myself, I am a heat and humidity kind of girl, but I dare say spending a couple hours in Sudbury might just have me converted.
You know what, Krissy? You and I have talked about this ad nauseum. I'm heat and humidity. I don't know if I could be a convert, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a try. You know where else the snow was falling in much heavier waves? Was in Sudbury, which is where I caught up with Krissy Vann earlier.
Well, a happy Halloween out here in Sudbury. To be perfectly honest, I'm a fan of the summer and, well, I'm in centimeters of snow here in Sudbury, so it's certainly a frightful Halloween for myself. One thing is for sure, Chris, though, for those kids that are in the popular costume Olaf from Frozen, well, you got it right. But as for me, I'm going to have a little bit of fun, trick or treat. How about a snowball fight instead?
Oh, you know, I normally don't like the winter, but that looked like a whole ton of fun, what Krissy was enjoying. Krissy Vann is in an area where the snow is falling the hardest. In Sudbury, it is cold, and the last I saw you, the snow was approaching the word hunter on your boots.
Yes, it's getting ever so close. That's our new gauge now of the centimeters falling. It's been falling consistently for a couple of hours now, and we're starting to feel the wind pick up as well. In fact, just as you were talking there, my camera operator, Gabe, actually put his hood up because it's quite the chill when it comes through. I'm glad you mentioned the roads. As you can see behind me, it is quite messy on the street itself. Luckily here in Sudbury, the plows have been working very hard since the morning hours, so they look fairly well taken care of. But let's face it, everyone, if you're on the side roads and dealing with all of this, it can make for a dangerous situation, especially with the trick-or-treaters out there. So given that we're a little new to this Halloween snowfall, just take it easy, reduce the speed if you're traveling outdoors.
For sure. Awesome. Now, the other thing that I've been talking about, I mentioned it on May Day at the bottom of the hour, is into Sunday. I'm going to turn it over to you, Krissy. This is where the jazz player says, Krissy Vann, take us home.
Oh, yes, I've been feeling that cool breeze actually coming down my jacket, but all in stride here. Everyone in Sudbury has a smile on their face, bearing all this Halloween snowfall. It's actually funny because knowing me, I love the heat. So when you use the term trick or treat on Halloween, and my producer said, hey, we're going to send you out to Sudbury. There's going to be 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. I literally felt like responding and being like, is this a trick? But no, they weren't lying. It's in fact for real. I've seen a lot of your pictures that you've been sharing with us on Twitter. So awesome. You can visit my Twitter at Krissy Vann, or you can visit at Weather Network. Share your photos because this is the perfect day. I mean, get out, make maybe a haunted snowman, perhaps. Lots of ways to embrace the season. Just do be careful if you are traveling out on the roads, as it is quite slippery out there. Now, coming up, we'll have more active weather coverage on the storm in the east, as well as the snow right here in Sudbury. I did not really anticipate to come out on Halloween and have let it snow in my head, walking in a winter wonderland. Now, I didn't bring a ruler, but check this out. I mean, my boot completely disappears here in Sudbury. We've been out here for quite a few hours now. The snow continues to fall, lots of centimeters, and it's actually getting colder. We've dropped a degree, so now it's -2, feeling like -8. But you know what, Chris? The spirit of everyone in Sudbury, most people embracing this weather, so I think I'm going to have to follow suit. Oh, goodness, it's getting close there, Chris. But you know what I really appreciate is Sudbury actually decided to dress up. I mean, look at this. It's white as snow, so Sudbury decided to dress up like white as a ghost. There you go. Temperature-wise, we're looking at feeling like -8, so it is on the chilly side. And in addition to that, it kind of goes through your bones. I mean, it's that wet snow, but perfect for creating a snowman. That's not a bad idea. Perhaps a snowball fight. Oh, there we go. I finally got my cameraman, Gabe.
Thanks a lot for that, Krissy. Great job. Great job. And who is in Sudbury and has been there through the morning. Krissy, the snow is relentless.
It has. And Chris, I do have a question for you. Can you guess what I've dressed up as for Halloween? Wait for it. It's Frozen. That's exactly, of course, one of the biggest movies of the year, but that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. -8 with a bit of wind chill out there. And yes, as you were mentioning, the snow relentless. The roads are messy. Luckily, the plows have been hard at work. So for the most part, the main roads have been well taken care of. But look at all of this. My boots are buried. Luckily, prime snowball making material, and as promised, coming up later in the day, I'll get photos as well. I'm planning on making my first snow angel of the season. How's that for Halloween?
That's an awesome Halloween story. That's a brilliant Halloween story. In a minute, the snow gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Let's take a look at just how long it is expected to last. We'll get to that in a second, but first, let's go to Krissy.
Well, Sudbury has turned into a winter wonderland for Halloween, but I'm joined by Lona, which, I want to say, adorable Halloween scarf. But what do you think of this wintry weather?
Welcome to the North Pole. Happy Halloween.
Now, are you a big fan of snow early in the season?
Well, it's a little bit earlier than I would like because I feel sorry for all those little ghosts and goblins going out tonight. So it's a little nippy. Snowsuits under the costumes.
Well, there you go. Snowsuits under the costumes. It will make for a spooktacular snowy Sudbury trick-or-treat.
And that's the trick. You put the snowsuit on under the costume. You buy the extra large size costume.
Well, typically on Halloween, my theme song's the Monster Mash or Thriller. In Sudbury today, a much different story. It's more like walking in a winter wonderland. The snow has been falling for several hours, and check this out. My boot pretty much disappears. That's how much we've seen. Be careful if you're traveling out on the roads, but the spirit of everyone in Sudbury has been to just embrace this Halloween snowfall. I plan to do exactly that. Snowball fight with the cameraman.
Friday's show was all about Halloween. I went as scattered flurries, but Krissy Vann was in Sudbury, and she was threatening to turn into the human snowman or snow woman.
This is going to be one for the books for me on Halloween. I love the Halloween holiday, but bringing this out as a costume prop, that is a first for me.
A good 10 centimeters at least falling in the Nickel Belt and rain changing to snow in areas further south. Meanwhile, Nathan Coleman went for the more subtle Halloween costume.
Chris, happy Halloween. I'm only dressed as comfortable man out here, but I love the light flurries costume.
We'll see you Monday. Have a great week.